Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. Now in this tutorial, before we proceed into other UI semantic components, the first thing that we are going to do, we will now learn how to customize the featured components, those we had introduced into our project, and we will be starting it with the accordion so far that we had implemented right into our project. Now this is the accordion, and here we can see that here comes the title and here comes the body part of this accordion. Now if we head back to our project, and on top of everything else we can see that in the very first place, at the beginning of this tutorial series, we had introduced a custom style.css into our project. Can we see this? We had already linked it to our project, and here goes the custom style.css. Now we haven't used much of them. We will be using this individual custom style.css that we had linked up with the main HTML page that we are creating in this order. This is the UI Semantic CSS which is being used while creating our project. So all these styling components here, all these styles, those are practically UI Semantic default theming. So far that we are using here, we are practically using their own theme, but right now we will be customizing them in accordance to ourselves. First of all, let's head back at the bottom of this text editor, and here goes the accordion that we had introduced in our previous tutorial. If we head back to custom style.css, this is the CSS page that we had created here. Now let's head back to the browser, right click and inspect any kind of element here, like we are about to customize the accordion. So we will be selecting this accordion here, and in the first place we can see that this is the wrapping div element UI styled fluid accordion class, which is practically stylizing all of these accordion components right over here. So first of all, if we select it, and we can see that at this extreme right we can see that here comes this UI styled accordion, and according to it there are some border radius or background color or box shadow. These kind of properties are being imposed. So in the first place, if we remove this border radius, if we remove this background color, and if we remove this box shadow, we can see that everything is now getting reset. So this is the class which we need to customize into the custom style.css so far that we had created. First of all, we will be selecting this UI styled accordion and UI styled accordion class. So we will be copying each of these class elements right from here. Let's head back to our custom style.css, and here let's paste it. So there it goes. Now, so in the first place, let's put on some kind of background color. Here it goes. Let's change this color property to something else like this aqua. Press Ctrl S. Now if we head back to our project and reload, and now we can see that we are able to change the background color and the font color properties of this individual accordion template. And how is it possible? So we have selected practically the div element which is using the UI styled fluid accordion classes, and here in this extreme right panel we have selected the same class which is responsible for the color or the background property or anything else. We had just copied it right from here, and next in this custom style.css which has been created by us, we had practically pasted this class, these entire classes, and we had changed the background color and the color segment. So this is the first thing in an order we can do here. Now let's have a check again. So everything is working here. Here it goes. Now in the second case, what about if we wish to change the color segment of this title section only? So we are about to change the title section. So from this section, what is a dog? This is practically a title part. We will be changing its properties, its stylizing properties, but the paragraph element like this, a dog is a type of domesticated animal. So this entire body part, it will be practically remaining unchanged. The only place where we will be making changes is the title segment. So let's do so. First of all, we will be commenting this thing out. There it goes. In this browser segment, first of all, let's refresh, and we can see that this is the reset or the default theming of UI Semantic. We have reset everything right over here. In the next case, this is the active title section. We will be selecting it, and once we select it, we can see that here goes the UI styled accordion title hover or this kind of classes here. So where is the exact place where we should be making any kind of changes? So here goes the class practically where we need to make any change on the title part. We can see it. We will be copying this class name, and if we head back to our project, and we will be pasting it right over here. Now we will be changing the background color once again. So we have changed the background color here, and we will be changing the font color. So this is the aquamarine. We'll be changing this font color as well. Now if we head back to our project and reload, we can see that we are practically capable to change the background color and the font color of the title section, which is practically active. If we select the second one, we are not practically changing the title, the background color and the color of the title only. We are practically able to make changes to the first child of this accordion element. So here comes the necessity where we need to make some amendments such that all of this title part, they will be having some kind of different color or different font color. In that particular case, let's head back and let's inspect the classes. So far that we have imported here, this is the selector name, and as we can see that there goes the first child for every cases. So they are practically targeting the first child section. We need to remove this first child from here and from here too. We have no need of this first child here because we are targeting to change the background color and the font color of any title part which is present in this accordion template. That is why. So let's head back to customstyle.css, press Ctrl S, head back to the browser, and we can see that on the second attempt we are changing the title part here, the color of this title part, but the same changes are not taking place in case of the active elements. That means the active component here is this: how do you acquire a dog? The color and every other properties are remaining intact, but for the rest of these things we can see that the title part is now changing, and on hovering this same effect goes to. So what is going on? On selecting this title active, we can see that here goes the classes UI styled accordion dot active dot title. So all we need to do, first of all, we will be copying this class name from here. Let's copy these classes, this selector name from here, head back to our project, and on the second attempt we will be customizing this one. Background, here it goes, and the color will be aquamarine. So we can see that these stylizing properties are the same, so we don't need to create any kind of separate rule statement here. All we can do instead, we don't have a need of it, and we'll be coming back on top of it. We'll be placing it right over here along with this UI styled accordion title and the rest of the selected names, those we had imported earlier. Now if we head back to our project and reload, we can see that the active element is now having the same color and the background color properties that we can see for the rest of the components present in this accordion template. So if we now click on the next one, we can see that the same exact thing is happening right over here, and the same exact thing is happening right over here. So we are practically able to customize the title segment of this individual accordion template, and we haven't customized the body part yet. So this is the part up to you. I'll be leaving it on you. That's it for today's tutorial. Hope you guys have liked this tutorial. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button down below. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.